Hi, this is Digital Lady Sid. I'm doing a short video tutorial for Wacom tablets this week, and what I wanted to talk about was how to add a layer style to your signature block to make your signature stand out on your images. You want it to stand out just enough, but yet to blend in correctly into the corner of your image so that it looks just right when you put your images up online or print them out. So let's get started here. I have a picture of Harry Potter Land in Orlando at Universal Studios, and we're going to use this as an example of setting up our layer style. So the first thing we're going to do is add a new layer. I'm going to go up here, select my signature block, which is a brush tool preset that I've created. It's too large for this image, so we're going to reduce the size of the brush, and we're going to click or brush one time. As you can see, it doesn't show up real well, and it's going to need a layer style to make the signature appear much cleaner and nicer. So we're going to create our layer style now. Double click on the layer that has your signature block, and it brings up your layer style dialog. Click on the words outer glow. Don't click on the box or you won't get your outer glow dialog. Change your blend mode to normal. You want to change your opacity to about 35% or so. You want to send your spread to about 15% and you want to make your size about 65 pixels. Now that looks really bad, but that's what I like to use for my settings as a basis to begin with. You can use whatever settings you would like. These work for me. I'm going to create a new style by clicking the new style button, and I'm going to check the include layer blending options because we changed the screen blend mode to normal. Let's name it. I'm going to name mine SJSIG. I always put my initials ahead of it so I know it's my layer style or whatever I'm creating. Say OK, and we're going to go OK. You can see now that this is attached to the layer, but it looks really bad. We're going to delete this layer style that we created, and we're going to adjust it to make this image look real nice. So right click on the FX, go down in the drop down menu and select clear layer style, and it's gone. Now we're going to double click again over on the end of the layer, and this time we're going to go up to styles. We're going to scroll down to the last entry, and there is our layer style we created. And as you can see, it looks just as bad when I click it now. Do not click OK or we're back to where we began. Instead, click on the word outer glow and you get into the outer glow dialog. This time we're going to click on the swatch and we're going to drag our cursor out into the image, and it turns into an eyedropper. And we're going to click around until we see a color we like. There's a darker beige. Here's brown. That looks better. Blue looks better, but I like the charcoal color right there. That's the one I want to apply, and I'm going to say OK. Now the next thing I want to do is adjust that opacity up just a little bit because that really makes the signature pop a little. Let's play with the spread some. Look how that just gently blends it into the background. All right, we're going to take the size, leave the size alone, I think, there, pretty much. And let's see what happens if we adjust that opacity just a little bit. Okay, I think that looks real nice. We're going to say OK. Now, if that's a little bit too bright for you, which it is for my taste right now, we can always adjust it down just a little bit for the layer opacity, and it just doesn't look quite as strong in the picture. Now, I can turn the outer glow layer style off. There's where we were to begin with, and there's where it is once I add it on. Let's try it on another image now. This time I did some purple dahlias. I painted them, and I put a painted frame around them. I've already done the layer style. What I did was I went into the layer style dialog, went up to styles, added my new one on, and then this time went over to outer glow, and these are the settings I used. I actually sampled the border to get the exact color of white I was using. I changed the opacity amount. The spread amount's about the same, but the size is much smaller. I really like the way this looked because you can just blend this almost like you painted it into that border itself. It can be just adjusted exactly the way you want it to look, and give yourself just a little more space. See how pretty that looks? And you would never know that that wasn't painted that way to begin with. And I'm going to say okay. Well, that's my tip, and I hope you find some use for that. If you'd like to follow me or check out my blogs at sidspics.wordpress.com or www.digitalladysyd.com. I enjoyed doing this, and I hope to see you again. Bye.